What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Lionel Messi today. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So he's in profile. He's kind of looking over to like the left hand side, right? And we can see like his back, right? He's looking over his shoulder. So center point of my page is about here. His face is like in the left hand side, just over here. So his nose is kind of close to the edge of my page. There's a bit of a gap, right? So we're going to start with that nose, right? So we're going to curve a line, right? Bridge of his nose kind of bumps a little bit, comes down like so, and then we will curve around the tip of the nose, and then it goes in towards his beard, right? So it goes in towards his top lip and his beard, sort of here. So we have his nostril then. He's quite a big nostril, right? So it like hooks around here, like so. And we'll sort of darken it up a bit, right? So it like hooks here and here as well. And you want to like darken up the inside of it like a little bit, right? So like in here. Maybe around here as well. Right, like so you could put hatching and shading and stuff in there if you wanted, you know, to make it a bit more complicated or more advanced. Okay, so then the back of his nostril, so his nose, so we got this sort of curved line just back here. It comes around the back of his nose just here. You could have like some hatching lines, just some light lines just there along the tip of his nose, just showing that top part. Right, so up here, right, so the top of his nose is right in line with his eye. So say his eyebrow, so it'll go like curve out this way, and then it'll sort of hook around for his brow like so, and then you can see just like a little bit of his eyebrow sticking out here. And so just like the hairy, and his forehead just there. Okay, so that's like his brow on the other side, and his eye is just across, just in here. So get that shape right. So like we got his top eyelid line. Yeah, so we'll just hook this around like here. So it curves around and down like that, right? And this will be all sort of eyelashes and stuff here. Just there on the corner. And then his eyeball, the eyeball itself, right? So sort of curves this way. Like so. And then we have his tear duct just here. Bottom eyelid line then just curves up back this way. And this would be like another sort of eyelid line here. He has like another eyelid line just coming down the back of his eye, like here. And it goes up around the top. Kind of comes down behind the eyelashes, sort of here. A few more eyelashes and stuff in there. So he's kind of looking over his shoulder, kind of over that way a little bit, right? But we can see his iris, like the lens of his iris just here. Kind of curves around like so, and maybe you could just see the corner of it like in here. Okay, and then his pupil, kind of long elliptical sort of thing just here, because he is looking that way. Like that kind of looks kind of cool actually. That's interesting. So just that curved line even gives you the idea. So we'll just keep it ticking along. So I'm going like elliptical because we are looking at his eye on this from the side. So a circle, when you view it from the side, you know, gets skinnier basically. So it's something to be aware of just when you're drawing lenses of eyes and stuff. Right, let's move on. So eyebrow, right? So just kind of in line with this one over here. So we've got like this sort of thick hairline here, and it'll go sort of down around his eye, right, the top of his brow sort of area, and then down the back here. When we get down here, it kind of becomes like just hairs and stuff. We'll bring it back up. Just this kind of shape. We could have like some wrinkles and stuff on the back of his eye here. Just going around his brow. So then we got like some eyebrow sort of nose lines and stuff. So just coming down this way. And like just a line for the bridge of his nose, just coming down here. Just in there. And then some more sort of eye lines here, like some cheek sort of lines. And he's got a bag underneath his eye as well. So like kind of like this. Okay. Right, so we'll keep going with the forehead, right? So he's wrinkly sort of forehead, right? Because he's in the middle of a game and he's got these bumps that come across the forehead here. Right, like so. You could have like some wrinkles coming across if you wanted. There is some in the picture I'm drawing from, so just sort of a furrowed sort of brow shape. And maybe like a frown sort of here as well. Just in the middle of his nose. Right, kind of like that. And then we have a line coming down just for his cheek, just here. So we'll go down now and add just his beard, right? So we got this hairy line for his top lip. So it's kind of like just sketchy sort of hairy lines here. Right, and it goes like all the way around like his mouth. Right, and then down this side of his mouth as well. it to be sort of hairy. Right, we can see some of his top lip just coming out from there, right? So top lip going in, and his mouth is sort of open, so it goes like back this way. Right, like so. And then the bottom lip sort of scoots around here, curved line around. And we will go back up into the corner of his mouth there. And then we got to do the dark shadow on the inside, right? So the sort of black, because his mouth is open. We're just going back here. And then we just do black shadow inside. Right, like so. We could see some like beard, like just coming down the other side of his lip. Depends on how long his beard is sometimes, because it can cover his full top lip as well. So then his beard coming down from his lip here as well. So we've got more sort of facial hair sticking out on his chin. And it just goes around, all the way around his chin. Gets real beardy down here. And he's looking over his shoulder, right? So his shoulder is like in here. So it doesn't go the whole way. We'll stop it there, and then we'll add like the rest of his hair for his beard here. Okay, so his shoulder cuts across here, right? So we've got his like shoulder coming down. Say like right down this way. Right, and it goes up along here. We've got some bumps and stuff just coming across his collar, at the back of his neck. Across like that, right? So then the rest of this just comes down this way. Down for his shoulder on that side, right? So that's like the length of his back. And his neck will like come up here somewhere. But we'll just finish his jaw and his beard first. So it kind of scoots around here, and we got like more beard. It doesn't like go right to his ear. It like comes up towards the sideburn for his head, and it becomes like shaved up here. So it's like individual hairs nearly. And then it goes back down towards his face here. And then this, his sideburn like keeps going this way. And you can add texture to this, all this beard, right? So just to make it look a little bit more hairy. Just keep adding some texture around to it. as much of this now as you want. Right. So then his hairline just comes in up here. And again, it's pretty shaved, but we'll just go all the way up to the corner of his hair here. His hair gets kind of longer up here, so it starts to go sort of this way. Kind of like that. So we have his ear. So just like his sideburn. So your sideburn always disappears sort of behind your ear, right? So you've got like this ear line. And then the large sort of curved ear shape, right? Your top of your ear lines up with your eyebrow. And the bottom of it will line up with your nose, right? When a character's sort of head is like straight, right? So it like curves around here. Right, so it's like in that space, see? And then we have more ear lines inside. So the easiest way, no matter if it's realistic or not, this sort of letter J kind of shape to get you started is always good. And then you can add more detail to it. You know, even like shadows and hatching and stuff. Right, like so. And then we got like some, like his jaw, kind of his, the skin on his jaw, right, and go kind of up towards his ear here. You know, because his head is turned and his neck is sort of being pulled. So you've got like these skin lines for his neck on the side of his head. So the back of his neck, right, is just here behind the ear. So we'll go just out from the collar of his jersey, just going this way. And the back of his head is kind of shaved in this version, so it goes up here. And then we can see like some more sort of neck lines, wrinkled skin and stuff. Just light lines like this, just showing his neck sort of skin being pulled down into there. We can add maybe some more facial hair, just okay, so then the rest of his hair. So say like out the front here, we'll start adding some spikes and stuff. Like hair going this way, and then all back this way as well. And kind of at some point it kind of changes direction, so it starts to sort of spike up and then just goes back this way. It's like his fringe hooks up and then changes direction towards the back of his head. Right, and he does have this sort of part in his head hair here, right? So this all goes around long lines. And then this hair just goes like this way from the part in his head. And then this hair goes like this way, and it's kind of like shorter on the sides. And that's just the back of his head there. And then it kind of gradually fades down this way. So you have all this. And then like the bottom of his neck would be like there. So you just have this sort of texture for the shaved side of his head. And then we gradually have this fade. Going down there. Do. Okay. Right, so then on his jersey, so we have his name and some markings, you know, for the Argentinian sort of stuff, right? So say we'll do his name first. We'll do the M. So we'll go M. Just coming across here. Messi just coming across it. And it's like the Argentinian, so it's like a different sort of font, right? That, and then it goes up. So like a, looks like a number 3 really. And then S. And don't worry if it's not like perfectly like mine, you know, because fabric changes the way words bump and all that kind of stuff. So and then I. Right, like that, and then so he's got like some lines that sort of go this way, stitching sort of lines down the back, like over here as well. Right, and then you may have like some blue there, some blue here. And there's like a black section here, and a little bit here as well, and then some blue lines. And like some shoulder fabric and stuff. Okay. I think I'll just thicken up my edge lines a little bit. Okay, but I think that is the best I can do. How to draw Messi looking over his shoulder. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.